And you know, one thing that really hurts me the most, her favorite thing that I used to cook and give her was a spinach stew with egusi turkey. So
Spanish as in contemporary.
Contemporary, yeah. When he told me, oh, Papa, you know, I haven't had that thing in a very long time. I said, you know what, Mami Yanta, I'm off Sunday. It's still in the fridge right now. It's still, let me open. I'll bring it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. You can go.
Yeah, I'll bring it. I'll show it to you. I cook and send my daughter to come and get it. Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with Mr. Ernest Boateng, who is the father of Brittany Boateng, who her sudden demise has brought a lot of
If you think
pain.
I'm lying, this is it. Oh. Take a look. She said, Papa, this is it.
So,
yeah, I made it, and I'm a very good cook. You understand? I made it for my daughter.
What you see here is the meal prepared, a special request from Brittany, from her dad, a day or two before the sudden incident, asking that she wants to have her favorite meal. A meal was prepared, it can never be consumed. I'm currently in the home of the father of Brittany Boateng, the 22 young lady who is a fast and uprising gospel musician dedicated to community service and helping a lot of people in the community where she belongs. The unfortunate demise has actually saddened the community where she belongs and the Ghanaian community in the state of Ohio, specifically in Columbus, are asking questions. There have been so many rumors going on. I have with me the father of Brittany, popularly called Bibi. And we want to find out exactly what the story is. Mr. Ernest Boateng, our deepest condolences.
Thank you.
On that fateful day, did you talk to your daughter?
No, I spoke with her the day before it happened.
It happened on a Saturday?
Saturday to Sunday, I think, was the 21st.
That is at dawn of Sunday?
Yeah, that was what I was informed. I actually didn't witness anything.
Yeah.
It was just hearsay. So I can't speculate as to exactly how it happened. Yeah.
How did you receive the news? Because I'm informed that you are one person that keep, such a relative audience with your daughter.
Yes.
How did you receive the news?
Well, it all started on, I think, the morning of, the 21st when it happened. But I think it had happened the previous night, which was dawn, which was, I think, the 1:12, which was pronounced dead. So I was just here watching the World Cup. You know how they started pretty early, around 5 o'clock. So I think I was watching the 8 o'clock game, when they were about to start. And I had someone banging on my door. So usually if someone was coming to me, it just can't be a surprise or unannounced. So I was like, who is this? So I opened the door and I saw Brady's mom and my son Eldon. They walked in and they said I was in possession of Bibi's daughter. I said, how is that possible? How could I go and get her daughter? If she was going somewhere and said, Dad, I need you to do this, yes, I could do that favor. But I had no idea. So I was like, what are you talking about? That was where they broke the news to me, that this is what had happened. And so they were going to the crime scene. So wait a minute, I had to sit down, reorganize myself as to whether it was true or false. So where they were going, that is apparently, supposedly the shooter's house. I I didn't know where it was, but I had an idea. They had a high school there. So I kind of know what it was and everything. So I drove my car there, and I was on the phone with my son to give me the direction. He said, Papa, I don't know the location yet, but I'll text it right to you just when I get there. It's okay. But so when I got to the high school, I saw the sign, the address. It was there. So I've seen Fair Avenue. So I made a left turn, and that was why I saw a bunch of police people around. And so they had the whole place demarcated, blocked. So I had to talk to or explain myself to the police officer that, hey, I'm the father of the deceased. So then he just pulled it and he let me in. So I drove further, and they had blocked access to that place. You know, of course, in the crime scene, they won't let you go there.
Yeah.
So I got out of my car and talked to the detective. Then all he could tell me was, it's too premature to draw conclusions. Because usually when there's a homicide, they just don't come out with any clue until they have done their own, investigation. The forensic, and I talked to a couple of them around there, and they said, well, we have to be patient until everything comes out. And in Ghana, my father was a police officer, so I know what the law entails. So if I can say that I know the circumstances that really led to her death, then I'm probably throwing that in your eye. But when things happen, people will be saying different things. I've read a lot of stuff about her on YouTube. They said this, they said that. They said she wasn't even married. It was just a boy. These kids, American kids, are called what? Product of their own environment. You can't change them. At the age of 18, they'll say, hey, they start their boyfriend-girlfriend relationship right from maybe primary school, middle school, so they kind of know each other. But this apparently was something different. So with all what I was reading, I had no idea where they were getting that information from. So I had Channel 10, Eyewitness News from Columbus. They came over. They scheduled just the same appointment you've done with me. I said, yeah, you're always welcome to come. So we sat here, the interview. I said, well, I have no idea. I didn't want to say anything that, oh, somebody said this. Like they say, when you're arrested, what do they tell you? You hold your silence, because whatever you say will be used against you.
Yeah.
And so I was of the notion that, okay, with time, they'll get worse. We contacted them, I think, on Friday, just to know how far they've gotten. And so far, they said they're still doing the investigation. And it entails a lot. So they have to go around the surroundings, pick up their traits, and run all the forensic science and everything to make sure that if they were to tell us something, then it has to be the truth.
Yeah.
See, because the police are not ready to answer questions such as, you told me this, and now you are telling me this. And with all the legal aspects surrounding, issues like this, it could escalate to something else. So as a result of that, I've kept mute, waiting for the day when they will probably call that, hey, this is the outcome or the result of all the series of investigation we conducted. And at that point, if someone could ask me, hey, what happened or what actually happened, then I could use the police report as a bit like, hey, this is what the police said, which is evidenced by me interacting with somebody. So it's very cloudy right now. Mm-hmm. And if we have to go a long way to divulge it, like, oh, they said this, they said this, they said that. I know there are a lot of bloggers out there. Everybody had shown love to Brittany because of the kind of girl she was. Very respectful, very pleasant, had her own life, full of life, very pretty lady. So if I can say that I have an alibi or an antidote as to what exactly happened, then I'm probably just saying something out of my own guilt. But as far as I know, there has not been anything proven to show that this girl died out of this was the argument, we don't even know.
But it's confirmed that she died out of a gun wound.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Okay. And did the police tell you who the suspect is?
Well, they said the suspect was the boyfriend's auntie.
The boyfriend's...
Alleged. That's the
It's
police.
alleged to be the
Right.
boyfriend's auntie.
You see? So she was held in jail. I don't know where she is right now.
So you don't know the details about
Right.
that. Okay, so let me ask this. For your, you know, for Brittany's mom and your son to walk to you and ask of her baby, how often does Brittany, you know, allow you to come take care of, you know, your grandbaby if she's going somewhere? Because for them to come ask you, then it means there's that relationship.
Oh yeah, BB was my pet.
All right.
I mean, everybody here will attest to that fact, and you know. But there were times that she would call me, "Papa, what you doing at home?" I say, "Hey, girl, I'm home doing pretty nothing." It's okay. Oh, can we go and drive around? I said, "Sure, just get dressed. I will drive to her place, get her up. We go to maybe Buffalo Wild Wings, you know, sit down just to have some time."
Yeah.
So we had that thing in common. But as far as her coming to live, it never happened.
Oh.
And that baby is even too young.
Yeah.
Like less than 2 years. How do we even take care of that? Yeah. So
I was asking this question in relation to the prime suspect. Have you, through your interaction with BB, any chance has she mentioned that person to you before?
the prime suspect, no. I had no idea.
She never mentioned
No.
that she knows this lady by way of the boyfriend? Wow.
Because, you know, even though she's my daughter, was my daughter, we still had a boundary. There were certain conversations
You don't have.
she won't even dare, because she knew damn well that I won't even let her go further.
Yeah.
I'll put everything aside and say, no, it's not like that. You know, so there were so many things that I will say I did not know. But as far as the father-daughter relationship, it was very cordial. Like, you know, frequent, she would call me at work, trying to check on me. "Hey, Papa, I didn't hear from you a couple of nights ago. How is it?" And I worked third shift, you know. So he said, "Well, how is work?" I said, "Well, so far I'm tired, but, you know, we got to do it." I said, "Okay, I was just going to use the restroom and I thought of you, so I just want to say hi." I said, "Okay, good night. I love you. I love you." You know, so basically, that was the kind of relationship we had.
Pure daughter and father.
Oh, yes. You know. Yep.
I know it's difficult because driving into, you know, the community, you could have a feel of what the environment is, the silence, the pain, and meeting, you know, people coming in and out of your house, your home. You know, you could feel what exactly the serene is. And I know it's been challenging. I don't want to go into details because these issues have got legal implications
aspects,
and all that. So
yeah.
I just want to know, if you're to describe Brittany to me in your own words, we know she's got a beautiful voice. She loved to sing. She even had a song that she was about to release before this unfortunate incident happened. Describe Brittany to us. You know, how was Bibi, as she's popularly called?
Bibi, as affectionately called, was somebody that I nurtured. Unfortunately, the mom and I were no more together, which is something common in America, so hey. But I raised her up when we were together to a point of maybe 8 or 10 years when I left her. But we never ceased to communicate.
When you separated with
Yes.
the mom, okay.
We never ceased to communicate.
Yeah.
They will call me during the summertime. "Papa, we have a swimming pool right across the other side. Papa, can we come and swim at your house?" "Oh, sure." They could even walk from where we're not far from each other.
Yeah.
They will walk there and say, "Okay, I'm going to leave the door open. When you are done, just come in here. When I'm leaving for work, I'll drop you off at home." But like they say, the salt never praises itself. But Bibi was somebody that even at this point in time, if I have to sacrifice my life for her to resurrect, I would do that. You know, because One, she wasn't a girl that I could say wasn't well raised. You know what I mean? Bibi was raised purely in the Christian style. She started singing at the age of 6, a very tender age. And she had a very beautiful voice, you know. And with her growing, there was nothing she could do without consult me. That, oh, Papa, I'm going to do this. Sometimes I need money for gas. I'm like, don't worry, that's, you know. But she had a life that I'm yet to connect the dots. Throughout her music journey, every song she made were put up into little melodies. And it was all about her journey on this earth. Because one, she made a song that I just want to live. Another song, Afraid of Love. She has a picture right here. She's one on the left. Yeah. Underneath the picture, there is an inscription, danger, danger, danger. At that age of maybe 8 or 10 years, what was that danger? I don't know whether in the spiritual realm her life was being pursued. Because it looks like that afraid of love was what led to her demise. I just want to live. I just want to live. Why do you want to live? You already brought up into this world. So who are you resisting? Who are you running away to free you from that bondage? I'm not going to attribute this to any spiritual thing like, oh, in Ghana they say Abeifu or whatever. No, I don't believe in those things. Because she was born here, and I don't think any Beye will come from Ghana to come and, you know, suppress her life. So, and there are people who were brought into this world on purpose. We don't recognize that until something major happens. Sometimes I'll be in my room staring at the wall, just trying to memorize things like, why danger, danger, danger? Process the thought like, why danger, danger, danger? Why do you want to live? Why are you afraid of love? And these were the 3 circumstances that led to that.
Did you ever ask her?
You know, at that point, I thought she had developed, and she was a good writer. All the songs she made was written by her. But you know, until something happens, do you really consider or think about, oh, I should have asked this? It never occurred or dawned to me until I sat down to process it in my own wildest imagination. Like, okay, this is what she said. This is what the song was. So what was that supposed to mean? And what drew my attention? You know, I never saw that danger sign until I was walking around pointing. I said, oh, okay. So what is danger for? Okay. So honestly, it is something that her life was, I will say, calculated. She probably knew that. But I know sometimes some kids are the type that they are like, you know what, I'm not going to mention anything. I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to break it out to anybody. I will try and fight it. And that was Bibi. Bibi was a fighter. Because even if she was sick and you try to tell her, oh, go to see the doctor or go and do that, oh, Papa, don't worry, I took this, I'll be fine. And 2 minutes later, she called me, I felt better. You know, so knowing my daughter, the fun aspect of her is she was loved by almost everyone. Bibi doesn't care, doesn't know whether you are related, you are a family. She calls everyone uncle, auntie. You could have a baby if you had to go somewhere. When she was even about 10 years old, she would babysit your kid and not like asking for even a dime. If you decide to give it, oh, no, we are a family. So money wasn't even her thing. You know, so it's kind of ambiguous. If I have to disseminate, like do this, do this, do that, it will take the whole day. I still wouldn't be able to come up with a clue or solution. You know, but the bottom line is she was a good girl. See, most of these American kids, most of these American kids will start their life from like primary school and all that stuff. So sometimes I will ask her, how is your financial status? Oh, Papa, she had her own car note that she was paying by herself because she works. She had a job. Okay? One of her pictures, you see her, she's like more or less like customer service, but she worked at home. So it wasn't something that maybe she would need money at some point because she, you know, we all go through that. So what I told her was, okay, I have an American Express card that I don't even use. So this is gonna, if you are in doubt, this is it, it's in my pocket. What name do you see on this? Right here.
American Express.
And what is the name imprinted on the bottom?
Brittany Button.
Yes. I applied for this card in attachment to what I have, that every month she was allowed to use $500. I got this card just this Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not even, look, that is it.
Because it looks new, it's not even
yes.
logged in.
It's not even logged in.
Yeah.
This is it. So how many fathers would be so nice to do this? You know, so I will say she wasn't a bad person. And I'm not saying all this because she was my daughter. No. I brought her into this world. And I knew her very well.
What was the last thing she told you? Because you spoke to her a day before the sudden unfortunate demise.
There was something, I think, she called me that she was going to the studio. And she was going to record a song because some record label had expressed interest in her songs, and you know, but they were waiting till summertime when she would do like audition, you know, pictures, video, so it would come out. So when she called me, I said, okay, wish you all the best. When she was leaving the studio, I was the first person she called. Say, Papa, guess what? I sang so well, these people couldn't believe I had such a beautiful voice. I said, of course, why did they call you? They said, so let's pray, everything is going to be okay. You know? So I said, okay, that sounds good. But I worked her shift. I work at Ohio State. So leaving for work, sometimes I'm like, you know what, I'll call her when I get to work. We talk almost every day. The most will be 2 days. So I was on my way, and as I called her, oh, Papa, sorry, I missed your call. I said, yeah, I was just calling to check on you. That's it. So Saturday was the last time that I spoke to her. I was sitting on this chair with a friend of mine, Kojo. We were talking. Then Kojo was even saying, you and your girl. I said, well, we have to protect them. You know. So when they came and told me and broke the news to me, bro, it wasn't for 3 nights. The only sleep I had had probably wouldn't be more than 3 hours. Because each time I tried to close my eyes, it was baby I saw. You know? So, you know, the pain is so intense, and the scar that she's left, the void, I don't know when. You know, I don't know when it could be eradicated or completely. It is not going to happen. But, like I said, broken heart could be made if given time. So that is what I'm hanging on to right now. It's my little guardian. Now that's how I call him, my guardian angel, which I believe wherever I am. Even she could be in our midst, because that's her godfather. That's my godson, my son's godfather. You know, so they all know her. Okay. Okay, they knew how good Bibi was. Bibi wasn't a bad girl. Uncle Staga, Uncle Kwame, you know, and the first thing you see on Bibi's face, smile. For Bibi to get angry, she will swallow it, call me, Papa, this your friend did this and I never liked it. She's not going to disrespect you. Because she knew that Ghanaian seniority, a mother, father could always discipline a child, so long as they are part of the family. She knew all that. And you know, one thing that really hurts me the most, her favorite thing that I used to cook and give her was a spinach stew with egusi. Yeah. So
Spanish as in contemporary.
Contemporary, yeah. When he told me, oh, Papa, you know, I haven't had that thing in a very long time. I said, you know what, Mami Yanta, I'm off Sunday. It's still in the fridge right now. It's still, let me open. I'll bring it. Oh, sorry.
Oh, you're good. You can go.
Yeah, I'll bring it. I'll show you to you. I cook and send my daughter to come and get it. Yeah.
I'm having a conversation with Mr. Ernest Boateng, who is the father of Brittany Boateng, who her sudden demise has brought a lot of
If you think
pain.
I'm lying, this is it. Oh, Staga, look. She said, Papa, this is it.
So,
yeah, I made it, and I'm a very good cook. You understand? I made it for my daughter.
What you see here is the meal prepared, a special request from Brittany, from her dad, a day or two before the sudden incident, asking that she wants to have her favorite meal. A meal was prepared, it can never be consumed.
No, I have to throw it away. Yep. So, bro, my daughter and I don't care what people will say, being whatever, but everybody knew we had a good connection, period. Yep.
A man's heart filled with pain, it's only God who will be able to console him. Because right in front of me, as Mr. Ernest speak, Mr. Boateng's eyes filled with tears, and you could see there's heavy pain placed on his chest. I don't want to drag this issue too much, asking too many questions, but Mr. Boateng, if Bibi is seated in front of you right now, what will you tell her?
If she felt her heart was burdened with something that she felt no one will listen to her, I'm ready to break it out with her now. Bring it up and let's solve it out. You know, I know sometimes these kids feel reluctant for fears, but I don't think Bibi was that type of person. You know, one time I was browsing on Facebook and I came across something that really touched my heart, and I'm like, oh, okay. That was sent to her on Saturday too. It was something that I found. It was a chain, and the words attached to it was so touching. So, okay, this is it.
You sent it to her.
A special gift that will touch her heart. It says to...
Okay, so this is sent to Brittany Boateng the Saturday before the unfortunate Dawn demise. It's a necklace that it says, to my daughter. To my daughter. I would like to read it so that you understand the communication and the chat that went on between a father and daughter before her unfortunate demise. To my daughter, never forget that I love you. I love you forever. I hope you believe in yourself as much as I believe in you. Whenever you feel overwhelmed, remember whose daughter you are and strengthen your crown. I'm trying to get it. It's a video he took, so I'm just trying to break it down for you.
Okay.
And Yeah. You are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, smarter than you think, and loved more than you know. I can't promise to be here for the rest of your life, but I promise to love you for the rest of my love. Your dad.
And this was her response. Sorry. This is it.
Love you so much. Thank you. The response, the very last message sent to Mr. Boateng from her daughter.
And this is what? November 19.
Yeah.
That was 1 month after her birthday. She was born October 19. So this was just the exact 1 month. October 19, November 19 was when I sent this.
I'd like to bring this conversation to an end.
So you see the connection we had.
The pain, it's heavy. Like I said early on, driving into the community, into the neighborhood, seeing people coming to and flow from the house, having a conversation with Mr. Boateng. All I can say is our deepest condolence to you and your family.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best. We're here come this Saturday. You will lay her to rest.
Yeah.
And we'll do our best to be there.
Thank you.
And thank you for such audience.
Oh, bro, you're always welcome.
Thank you.